Leo Santa Cruz versus Javante Tank Davis. Okay. First of all, Santa Cruz. I predict that Santa Cruz will either win the fight by split decision, 7-5. You know, I think that's how the fight might look in Santa Cruz's favor. Uh, a to and fro fight. Blue Blood Sports TV pretty much broke down that Tank was still Tank. He was still waiting last minute to shave off those last few pounds. I believe Santa Cruz saw it and he actually spoke on it. So that means that we're looking at Tank being Tank. He did make weight, but barely. Leo looks fine. So based on that, this is going to be a tough fight for Tank. That's why Floyd is going to be in the corner. I told you Floyd was looking jittery and antsy about the situation. I do not think that the judges can rob anything. This fight is not going to a knockout. This is not going to happen. Leo is very healthy, very strong. Tariq H, shout out to you, brother. There ain't going to be no knockouts in this fight. I can tell you that right now. Tank is being Tank. Tank what? The last minute to shave off those last few pounds. Leo's caught him running in the hallway. Y'all can believe whatever you want. You can believe the hype. He's not knocking out Leo. So Leo's probably going to take this fight 7-5, or Tank might. I don't know. From the information I'm hearing, I don't know. Tank might pull through a win. For him to pull through a win, he's going to have to beat Leo 8 rounds to 4. I don't see a draw. This fight's either going Leo's way. Okay. It could swing to a draw, but Tank still disappointing us. Tank still letting us down. Tank should have made the weight easy. He got to be running in hallways. And when I watched him to the day of the fight, Tank was in the sauna suit, right? As Blue Blood Sports TV so correctly outlined. And Tank decided to go into the bubble and try and make those last few pounds. We saw what happened to Jason Rosario, right? Went into the bubble to try and make that weight. You don't do that kind of shit. You don't be unprofessional. You should be on weight and easy should be able to make that weight. So he had a fat camp. Tank had a fat camp, and that's going to affect him in this fight. Now, I'm not saying that Leo will knock out Tank. I don't think that will happen. But Tank is punch output. Unless he can slow down Leo and control the punch output, and Leo has all the advantages. Leo's taller, he's longer, so he can use his jab and control Tank, keep him on the outside. He's got solid defense. Leo is on his way to becoming a 5 divisional champion, ladies and gentlemen. Unless Tank can pull something out his ass that he never pulled out before. And maybe stun Leo or dominate him. He needs to dominate Leo for at least 4 rounds. And he got to have four more swing rounds, and they got to hope that the judges go his way. You know what I'm saying? Tank is in a hole. I told y'all it was a tough fight, and it's in Texas. The second Mexican capital of the world, Texas. Leo's going to have all the support in the world because all his Mexican brothers going to be backing him. You know, once you're from Mexico, you're going to back Leo Santa Cruz. He got the Mexican style. He brings the heat. He brings the pressure. And Leo, in that way, looks super healthy. He looks huge. He's huge on top. He's got broad shoulders. He's a huge dude. Everybody's saying Tank's the bigger guy. Okay. This fight is a Castillo versus Mayweather 1 fight. The only difference is he mightn't get the break. Tank mightn't get the break. And everybody's talking about Mayweather by the judges. Listen, man. For Tank to win this fight, because if their judges go and try and pull a robbery on Leo, shit, their Mexican fans going to come down on them, and they're going to have a lynching going on. So they can't do that. They have to score it fairly. That's why Mayweather needs to be in Tank's corner. Mayweather needs to be in Tank's corner. Tank is a big dude and he has problems making 130, and he's not disciplined enough to make 130. He needed a 15-week camp just to lose that weight and still feel fresh and still feel good. I was just watching Rolly Romero on the scales, 180 pounds. I got to go take a bath, people. All I'm saying is you can't, at this highest level, have that kind of fucking conditioning. Sorry about the. You can't, at this level, be shortchanging yourself and cheating. I don't care how much damn skill you got. There's going to be a guy who's very consistent, like Leo Santa Cruz, who you will have to meet. And if you're not on point, he's going to beat you. Everybody talking about Tank. This is not an easy fight for Tank. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. And ain't no lucky knockout punch is going to bail him out of this fight. This is a real one. And Floyd knows this. And Leo been asking for this because Leo knows he can beat Tank. Y'all don't understand. This is a real fight. This is actually more a real fight than Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez. This is the fight to watch because there's an upset coming in the making. If Tank is not on his game and he's going to have to pull from all kinds of places, Leo is going to beat him. Leo is going to beat him. I don't care what nobody says. Tank can't be doing that kind of shit. He can't be running hallways trying to make weight. Okay? That's why I was looking at Leo that way. And they had to use the thing so he can make weight. Listen, man, I don't know about y'all, but I understand why Mayweather is concerned. And I think things are going to have to change for Tank after this fight, no matter what. Because if Tank don't come super duper ready, Leo's the kind of guy, like most Mexican fighters, they're the spoilers. I remember Alejandro Gonzalez versus Kevin Kelly. I'm going to tell y'all some stories right now. Everybody thought Kevin Kelly would whitewash this Mexican dude. He stopped him. Alejandro Gonzalez became a legendary fighter. Tank is gifted. He's skilled. But the one thing he is disciplined. And Mayweather picked it up from the get-go. That's why he wanted him in Las Vegas. And he was watching what was going on, Coach Calvin, and what they doing. And he watched at the results of that. He saw Coach Calvin's, the guy that's under Coach Calvin, the kid, what's his name? I forgot what his name is. Saw him lose a fight. He went into a fight for him. And the assistant trainer was with him, and he lost that fight. And Mayweather's like, fuck that. I can't have my key signature guy, the guy that I don't really want to build fights on. I can't have him getting fucked up. So I'm going to be in the corner. I'm going to be watching shit. And if I got to speak to Tank, I'm going to speak to Tank. Y'all don't understand this shit. What's the kid's name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. That kid has a lot of promise. That kid has a lot of promise. He got knocked out. Stopped by the South American dude. Or whatever he was. Dominican Republic dude. Whoever he was. The kid that killed the Russian kid. That's the guy that the other kid fought. I'm going to just say this. And leave it alone. All right? Tank better be on his game. I saw it coming, and I didn't say nothing. I saw it coming, and I didn't say nothing. All you guys who was counting out Leo, y'all going to see. Y'all laughing right now. See what Leo brings to the table. Y'all tripping. Y'all going to learn something about boxing. All right? I'm not saying Tank ain't gifted. I told y'all, of all of the new breeds, he's the weakest link. All them other new breeds, they be working and they on point and they keeping weight, except for Rolly Romero. All of the new breeds. Tank's the only one that's in discipline. He's the weakest link. All of you people who get caught up in boxing, All of you people get caught up in boxing. Y'all get caught up in power and skill and speed. Listen, what wins you fights is fucking conditioning. Fucking conditioning. You got to be well conditioned. And you don't become well conditioned overnight and with one fucking training camp. Ask Jason Rosario. Y'all don't understand what I'm saying. This is serious business. This ain't no fucking... Listen. Tariq H. Okay. Come in my live feed tomorrow. Please do. Please do. Come through to my live feed tomorrow. In fact, come to my live feed Sunday. If I'm wrong, hey, I'm cool. I can eat my crow. I'm cool. I can eat my crow. I'm cool. I can eat my crow. Y'all feel this is an open and shut case. All right. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. If you could be indisciplined, right? Depending on your punching power and your quickness and your speed and your athleticism to get you true fights and diminish people, and when a real one just get a lick up by you because you got power and speed, fuck out of here with that shit. Fuck out of here with that shit. I don't believe that for 1 second. Not for 1 second. I don't care how special Tank is. He ain't fucking knocking out Leo Santa Cruz. Guarantee? Okay, I'm not going to guarantee nothing. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I know hard work and dedication means something in this business. And it's always about the hardest worker. And the one thing about Leo Santa Cruz I know is he's a hard worker. And he stays on point. And he saw that Tank wasn't disciplined. He could beat his ass. Gary Russell Jr. is a disciplined dude. He stays on point. That's why Leo didn't pick Gary. That's why Leo avoided Guillermo Rigondeaux. But he knew he could get Tank. That's why Loma was licking his lips when he saw Tank. He not disciplined. Y'all gonna see. If this truth doesn't play off the way how I say it. Now, Tank might win this fight. He might win it. He might win it, but he got an uphill battle to climb. And let me tell you why I say that. Because Tank be knocking out everybody left, right, and center, right? So y'all feel that's because that's the way I was going with Leo. Fuck no. Fuck no. That Mexican, I guarantee you, it don't go that way with him. Because unlike those other guys, Red Cat and all that other guys, Leo has stayed disciplined throughout his career. Disciplined throughout his career. Ain't no way you cutting no fucking corner and winning no fight. Fuck out of here. Sergey Kovalev couldn't do it. Tank ain't doing it. But I said it. But it's okay. Sunday we will see. Sunday we'll see. Right? If he could cut corners and knock out Leo Santa Cruz, then he don't have to make no change. Right? He could live the same old laissez-faire life, and Mayweather don't have to tell him nothing. He could just do what he need to do and knock out guys. Right? Right? So if he does it, more power to him. But from what I've learned in boxing, hard work and dedication is the way to go. Hard work and dedication is the way to go. That's how I believe. I don't believe in cutting corners. I don't believe in fat camps. I don't believe in that shit. You don't cut corners in boxing and then expect to get great results. And you don't turn the corner and another guy who's been plying the trade, being dedicated, being consistent for years. You gonna just smoke him just like that? Really? That's how boxing goes, people? Really? You believe that shit? I don't. I don't. I don't. One of the reasons I said Mayweather would beat Sugar Ray Leonard, he would beat Roberto Duran, he would beat Thomas Hearns, is because of this fucking work ethic that he had. The same thing I see in Leo. And I'd be damned if Tank knock him out. Tank might win 8-4, but he ain't knocking him out. Fuck out of here. I'm straight. And I'm talking it as hard and as alive as I can. I don't believe that. Hard work and dedication means something in boxing. Otherwise, fuck it. Tank can carry on just how he want to, balloon up in weight, do whatever the fuck he want. Because when it comes down to it, like Deontay Wilder, he got that power. He got that equalizer. That bullshit that Tyson Fury exposed. That bullshit. Because you gotta be able to box, motherfucker. I don't believe it. I don't believe he's stopping Leo. I don't believe it. You're gonna have to show me that shit. He gonna have to show me that shit. You're gonna be running the fucking corridors trying to make weight. Fuck out of here with that shit. What is he? Andy Ruiz? He's Andy Ruiz, so he expects to beat Anthony Joshua. Andy Ruiz expects to beat Anthony Joshua with that work ethic. Fuck out of here with that shit. There's principles in boxing. There's principles in boxing. Get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit. And he's cutting corners. He's cutting motherfucking corners. If he is able to knock out Leo Santa Cruz, anything's possible in boxing. Anything can happen. Then he can continue living the life and do what the fuck he want to do. That's how I look at it. If y'all believe in him so much that y'all can't see right in front of your fucking face what's going on, it's going to be a tough fight for Tank. He going to need it with Leo. Leo throws volume. He's not going to start off throwing volume, but he definitely going to look to dictate. Right? Tank needs to fight smart. He needs to set traps. And when he catches Leo, he shouldn't be looking and thinking that he's going to knock him down or stop him. He can't depend on that power. Keep on boxing. He got to keep on fighting. They better have a good game plan. And Leo looks in incredible shape. He don't have no problems. So we're going to see what's up. I still got Tank winning 8-4. But I can't really tell you if it's really going to be so. This is like a seesaw kind of thing. I got to see it to know. He's not stopping Leo. He's not dropping Leo. That ain't happening. Leo got too good a defense for that. But what I would say is this. He's got to find a way to land punches on Leo's body. If he does that, he might just hurt Leo. But I see this fight swinging Leo's way as we go down the stretch. 7, 8, 9, 10, all Leo. 11, the championship rounds, they started equalized. Tank starts coming back like Canelo. And in the 12th round, Tank finishes hard, fast, sharp. Leo's throwing punches, Tank is throwing punches, and they're going at it. That's how I see this fight panning out. But like every single Leo fight I've ever seen, it's going to be very competitive. So Tank early, Leo comes on strong in the middle to late, and Tank and Leo go for the 12th, who wanted more. And I feel Tank might pull it out. Might. But he got to win it 8-4. That's not easy to do, but if he hurts Leo a couple times, stuns Leo a couple times, he might be able to dominate and control certain rounds. And Leo might come back and take some other rounds. It looks like it's going to be a seesaw kind of thing, like all Leo fights. Leo going to show up and Leo going to do his thing. Tank had to make weight. So Tank is not going to be the best Tank that you think he's going to be. He's going to be the same fucking Tank that we've always seen before. These fucking fat camps. So we're going to see what is up. But at the end of the day, hopefully Tank makes it through this with a win. For Leo, for the taking, brother. You are definitely, we already knew this, but you're the better conditioned athlete. And if you're the better conditioned athlete, you know what to do to protect yourself from the power and still be offensive and still bring the heat. We're going to see Tank on the back foot a lot in this fight. This shit is going to be crazy, man. It's going to be a crazy ass fight because Tank can blaze it. He can fight, but Tank need to control the pace of the fight. Leo's just gonna keep on escalating, take the pressure up more, and the Tank just go rushing out there trying to get him. No, just keep your composure. You're gonna need to save that energy too for later on. You know, maybe Tank should let Leo come on strong and then hit him with the power. Maybe that hurt Leo a little bit more. But at the end of the day, man, this is gonna be a crazy ass fucking fight. If y'all don't realize that, this is gonna be a much more competitive fight than Lomas's Teofimo Lopez. I had it 9-3, and this fight's not going to go that wide. I could see Tank pulling it off 8-4 because he gets certain rounds because he stuns Leo a bit, and so he gets the momentum in his favor for a minute. You know, so I could see how he could pull out certain rounds, but it's gonna be a close fight, man. Shit, and that favors Leo. That favors Leo. That does not favor Tank. And Leo's coming in. You know, he's coming in tip-top shape. Tank had to make weight. He's rehydrating and stuff, and he's getting himself back in order. Don't get me wrong. But still, that last-minute bullshit to get weight on. You shouldn't be doing that shit. You should be on weight. All you got to do is just let off a certain amount of water from your system, and you good. He should have been on weight. He shouldn't have to be running no fucking hallway to make weight. That's the typical Tank. Right? And they had him weighing before, and then he had to go run and all this shit. Listen, people. You can't have that. You can't have that in boxing. And he done already wasn't in shape before. You know what I mean? He was like big, and he had a 15-week camp, and even with that, he couldn't make the final weight. So he's going to have stress on his body. It's probably better than Gamboa, so he'll come in better than he did in the Gamboa fight, where he did not look good. He smoked Gamboa early, but that was about it. And I guess he's gonna try and bring the smoke and heat to Leo early. He better be composed and just box Leo. And when he's ready, put the power on him, because you know this is a 12-rounder. It's gonna be a 12-round grind. So if Tank don't know what to, and if they don't have a proper game plan, you know, how will Leo deal with the power? Like everybody else, he gonna deal with it. Been sparring much bigger guys than Tank and some Mexican heavy hitters. So he's going to deal with it. Okay. So that power thing, just like Tyson Fury dealt with Deontay Wilder's power, that power thing only for guys who are not defensively responsible. That's where that power thing worked. Okay. But guys who got their defense on point, when they throw the jab, you know, when they throw the jab this way and you try to counter over the jab, the shoulder protects the chin and all that shit, that Leo does it right. Chin tuck and everything. Get that two guard all the way down to his body. He protects his body, catches punches very well. He's very quick. I was watching him at super featherweight when he was facing what the kid name? Forgot what his name is. Okay, for the super featherweight, WBA super featherweight title. Okay, and he has sneaky speed. So all I'm gonna say is, for those of you, and sorry about the F-bombs and everything, those of you don't understand that hard work and dedication means something in boxing, and conditioning means something in boxing. Y'all gonna get a textbook study. You know, this could be an upset. And like I said, I'm not predicting an upset, but it's gonna be a closer fight than people think, and it's gonna go down to the wire, and then it's gonna go down to the judges' hands, and hopefully the judges make the right decision. You know, Mayweather is a guy. He needs to stay fair down the center. You know, if Tank loses, you have to tell him, man, you lost. Shit, you lost, bro. He beat your ass. You know, got to stay straight with the kid. If he wins, say, no, that was the hard way. Are you ready to do it easier? Okay? Because everybody's looking at Tank's abilities, and he can box and all of that. He's got great abilities, great quickness and all of that. But they're not watching at the consistent guy. The guy who's been consistent through the years. There is a reason Leo Santa Cruz is a 4-divisional champion. It didn't just happen overnight. Yeah, he didn't face certain fighters, no doubt about it. But there's a reason this kid is able to do what he's doing on a consistent basis. And I listen to ESPN disrespect Leo Santa Cruz and say, oh, he's not a pound-for-pound fighter. Yet this motherfucker went through 4 divisions. If there's anybody should be called a pound-for-pound fighter, it's Leo Santa Cruz. And he went through more divisions than fucking Lomachenko. Okay, Lomachenko faced some champions and stuff, but so did Leo. And he don't get the due respect that he deserves. And a lot of people just a ducker and so on. Okay, a duck cherry picker, whatever. But at this point, okay, he has one loss on his record to Carl Frampton, who he beat in the rematch. And let's not make it. Let's not fool ourselves. Okay, Carl Frampton's a damn good fighter. All right. So at the end of the day, y'all need to realize what's really going down. And this is not an easy fight for Tank. And Tank has been saying it all along. Mayweather's been saying it all along. Tank didn't even know if he could make the 130-pound limit weight. So, you know, he has to control himself. He has to discipline himself. This is the point behind it. If you don't have no damn discipline, you're not going to be able to make it in this business. How many skilled and really great fighters, they just didn't have the full package. They didn't have that dedication. They didn't have that discipline. Okay? That's what separates Mayweather from a lot of guys. And now this new breed that's coming up, they following in Mayweather's footsteps. You know, there were some rare breeds that had that kind of discipline. Marvin Hagler had that discipline. Never put no foreign drugs and coke and that kind of shit in his body. He kept the discipline when he was a boxer. Bernard Hopkins had that discipline. Look at the longevity of the fighters as well. Andre Ward had that discipline. Okay? Mayweather had that discipline. Okay? That's what made them so difficult to beat. Leo Santa Cruz has that discipline. Okay? He didn't just move up in weight by chance. He knows what he was doing. He's ready for this fight. The question marks are still on Tank. I'm saying it, and I'm feeling nervous right now because I'm predicting Tank to win 8-4. I don't know where the fuck I'm going to get him 8 rounds from. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, he got to win this fight 8-4. 7-5 is not enough. That's Leo's fight. He's not going to win it 7-5. He got to win it 8-4, which means he has to slow down the fight and control the fight. Control the pace of the fight. And he has to find at least 7 rounds to make that happen. Tariq H says Tank got Adrian Broner. Yeah. Adrian Broner was a bad influence on that motherfucker. Adrian Broner was a bad influence on him. Very bad influence. I remember Floyd commenting in the training camp saying this kid's not disciplined. And Calvin was saying, well, you know, you got to give him a chance to grow and develop. And this is Baltimore. Kid represents Baltimore. He's carrying Baltimore on his back. You know? That discipline, though. That discipline. If the kid can't make 130, you got to go at 135 then. You know? And it's very frustrating me talking about this because I really am frustrated about it. You know, hearing Blue Blood say what Leo Santa Cruz commented on, really frustrated because I thought Tank made the weight. Easy. Nope. He had to go through that fucking practice again. Running and he saw. So they did not make weight. They did not make weight before they left Mayweather Promotions. That's why Floyd was so nervous. And the thing about these fighters is you're supposed to be like, okay, so let's say he's 137, okay? That's supposed to be water mass. So that once you let out that water mass, you make the weight. Okay? And Tank should have been on weight since, you know, a couple hours before. Because Tank don't want to make the weight all the way down because I guess he don't want to stay at 130 for very long. He can't wait till the last fucking minute to do that. In the weigh-in. He trying to keep his full strength, you see, but that's indiscipline. Anyways, man. It is what it is. We're gonna see what happens. Bad habits fade fast. I should know. And I just hope that this brother, I hope this brother can pull this out. It's not an easy fight. I'm gonna tell y'all again, this is not an easy fight. I believe that this fight's going the distance. The problem with it is though, I think that I don't know, man. Shit. I don't know. Texas. Ooh, and you know those Texans love an aggressive fighter. They love that shit. You see? So this fight is close. That's a Leo fight. That's why I say if the fight is close, Leo gonna get it. Because Leo's an aggressive fighter. He throws a lot of punches. And if you can't tame Leo, if you can't control him, if you can't get him to slow down, which is what Tank will need him to do, he'll need to control Leo. If he can control Leo, he definitely can take rounds. He needs to bag rounds. Yes, there could be a robbery for Tank, definitely. But if they do that in San Antonio, Texas, bro, among some Mexican people, oh, they're going to get lynched. They're going to get creamed. They're going to get bottled. People going to throw whatever they got in their hand. They're not going to survive that. And Tank, his reputation will go to the, he might as well lose. If he got to lose, maybe the promotions, they should be fair. Make sure that Tank get a fair shake, Leo get a fair shake. If Leo will make history, he will be another 5 divisional world champion, even though that is a secondary title. He'll be a 5 divisional world champion. Okay, that's what Leo's going after, greatness. You know, and it's right there. It's in arm's reach for him. So he gonna go in there. You know what I'm saying? He going in there, and you know he's a Mexican. That Mexicans, man. You know, unless you hit them to the body, they can take shots to the head. So, I mean, Leo's going in there with a purpose, but he's all humble and shit. But trust me, he a killer, okay? Tank isn't going there saying he's going to make a statement, all right? He plans to try and get Leo out of there, you know, pretty relatively early because he's going to fade in the later rounds. We all know this. He's going to fade in the later rounds. And the problem with him is if Leo goes to his body, he's going to fade. Right? And that's what Leo do. He go to the body. He also mix it up on top, but he goes to the body. So there's a lot. I can't tell you how much you need to unpack with this. Mayweather needs to be able to somehow help Tank to control the fight. Tank has to control that fight. The nice thing about Tank is he's so small, he can make himself smaller and shoot from down to up, like a kind of Marcos Maidana sort of thing. Keep Leo at bay a bit. Slip his jab, because Tank's good at slipping punches and shit. Slip his jab, pivot around him, and throw the jab. He needs to box Leo a bit from the outside, if possible. You know, Leo would love to make it an inside fight. And with his long, you see, Leo's built like a lever. He has long arms and shit. So he's built like a lever. So, if Tank can make it a Gennaro Hernandez Floyd Mayweather kind of fight where he's really just fighting and roughing up Leo and banging on him, that's probably what he might have to do. But then just remember, Floyd had unlimited energy. He could do that for 12, 14 rounds. Went the young Floyd, pretty boy Floyd, he could go. Tank, we're not sure about that. Get what I'm saying? We're not sure if he can go 12 hard rounds. I know he sparred bigger guys, but when he sparred them, he was fully hydrated, right? That's not gonna be the case here, right? So I don't know. We'll see, right? What we do know is they're gonna clash, but I feel this is going a long time, especially because Leo has that defense. He really does that. He's 32 like Gennaro Hernandez. Tank is what? I don't know. Tank is 25, 26, something like that. But Leo's solid, man. I don't know, man. It's an open and closed case. I can't really say. It's an open kind of shut door kind of thing. It's like, dude, I just need to see this fight because I really don't know. I really, when you hear me say I really don't know, it's a concerned look on my face. Like, I don't know if he can pull it off. No, and Leo's very consistent. He's very consistent. And he's very systematic in what he does. So we'll see. I don't know. People saying Leo too small for Tank. I never saw that. I know Leo don't just make moves. He don't just move up in the divisions. He fought with a sort of boxing style again, just to refresh his memory against the last opponent. So he's gonna be ready for Tank. And we're gonna see what Tank brings to the table. He's gonna have to. There's a reason he wanted Floyd in his corner, and he will need Floyd in his corner. You know what I mean? And Coach Calvin carried him a long, long way. But it's time for Mayweather and some other people to help carry him along. Coach Calvin should never be pulled out of the equation. And hopefully They can teach him some other subtle things that he needs to know in the boxing game. Coach Calvin should train him, should be his coach, carry him along. But he needs he needs more discipline, and he needs more. And he says he's coming to Vegas, so that's a good thing. It's a good thing. He got to get this W. And one thing about true champions, they find a way to win. So I expect him to find a way to win in this fight. I expect him to find a way to win. And with Mayweather in his corner, hopefully that helps him. Leo's like, Mayweather in your corner ain't gonna help you, but shit, Leo saw something, but he really saw what he saw. It bothers me a bit, but that's all I got to say for now. This is a long video. I didn't want to keep it this long. Actually, I want to just be 10 minutes. But it's just something that just bothered me when I heard that information that Tank was still trying to make weight. But at least he came in and made the weight officially, which is cool. And it's cool. I mean, it's cool. I don't think he had to shave off a whole lot of weight anyway, right off the weight, and he did his thing. But it's gonna be a tough fight, though. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm really stressed out about it, though, because I just stress out about it. It's unprofessional. You should be knowing what point you are in the morning. You should be knowing what point you are at, and that you're ready to make weight, and you making weight easy. But it is what it is. It is what it is with Tank. It is what it is with Tank. We'll see how he comes out in the fight and how he does, So we're gonna see. Yeah, people, I'm what you need. You guys will watch my video. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to what's his name? Tariq H. Hey man, I hope you're right, man. I hope Tank stops him. I hope you're right, man. I mean, I don't. It's not about being right. It's just things I observe, certain practices that certain fighters have, and I say that those are not assets for you. And Leo looks calm as day. Tank is calm too. Don't get me wrong. Leo looks calm as day. Leo's ready to do what he has to do, and we weren't hearing much from Leo, right? Leo's the guy that was just quiet, right? So that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? They knew what he was doing in the training camp. And all the attention was mostly on Tank. That's all I'm saying. Showbiz said it's going to be a close fight as well. Yeah. Not only him. Joe Habib was saying, don't count Leo out this fight. I think it's going to be a close fight. And I think a lot of people are like this right now. Because they don't know how. The people in the know are like, oh, damn, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is one of those. There's a lot of questions still on Tank. You understand? There's a lot of questions on him. We don't question his ability. We don't question his skill. We don't question, what he can do. The thing that we question right now is his discipline. He's a hell of a nice guy and everything, but the discipline. That you had an entire fucking fat camp leading up to this thing. So that's good. That's not good. It's not good. Tank should be resting up, eating, drinking, hydrating back up. Hopefully not eating too much. He needs to be quick, sharp. People should be monitoring him. After this fight, win, lose, or draw, he needs to go back to Las Vegas and ply the craft for real. Mayweather Promotions have invested a lot into Tank. And my God. Whoo! This is gonna be touch and go. This is a touch and go fight. A Tank needs to really, because people are like this. If Leo Santa Cruz gives Tank a tough fight, they're gonna say Leo Santa Cruz won, even if Tank beat him by the seat of his pants. You saw what happened with Rolly Romero. I thought it was a close fight. I thought the other kid won, yeah, but it was a close fight. You know what I mean? And Rolly was doing some good things in that fight. But you see how people reacted to that. It was like a robbery and all these. And I'm saying, Tank don't need that. Here, it's a robbery. Now, if Tank can get him out of there, that'd be great. I just don't think it's highly likely. That's why I said, just from watching Leo, he's fundamentally sound in what he does. To knock out Leo on the chin, you got to get his chin. But his chin's always tucked. Even when he's punching, his chin's was tucked, chin up in the air at all. And his shoulders, he got big shoulders. They block every shot. So when he's throwing his jab and shit, he does it very textbook correct. And he gets back into position really fast. And he got long arms to catch the shots. And when he catches, he shoots. You see? Leo is like, he's fundamentally correct. That's what y'all don't understand. He's not like your typical Mexican fighter. So that's the thing that immediately I was like, shit, how he gonna get to his body? He gonna have to feint him or something, get him to come and to think he's gonna counter, feint the counter. As he shoots, you gotta catch him. You gotta time him to catch him, and then when he comes back, and he's so like a shell. He's like a turtle. If he gets hurt, he's gonna shell up, and he's gonna face you, and he's watching you while he's shelling up. He's like a fucking Winky Wright or Joshua Clottey. You want to hit his arms. So this is what makes it so tough. That's what I'm trying to explain to people. He can catch him with a straight left down the center, split the guard, hit him in the head. But he's going to get it once. You see what I'm saying? You don't get to put real combinations on Leo. And Tank could try and do the Sugar Ray Leonard thing what he did to Floyd Mayweather Sr., where badger, bang on the body, bang on him. But you also wasting energy doing that shit. Yeah, coming at you live, folks. Coming at you live. What you need in the building. I got to go take a bath because I just went and did a little bit of exercise and a little bit of training. How you guys doing, man? I hope you guys are having a good weekend. It's going to be an exciting weekend of fights. We got Usyk versus Chisora. I got Usyk winning that fight, though. And I could explain to you why. Chisora is gonna put his heart out on the line, but that's not necessarily the way to beat Usyk. You got to pace yourself, and you can catch him with shots. You could, especially the right hand. You can catch him with the right hand, at least early. You know what I mean? But Usyk's Usyk's a quality, man. He's quality. But I wish Chisora the best. As I said before, I think Usyk's gonna stop him in the 9th round. With Regis Prograis versus Juan Heraldo, Prograis gonna win that fight. Heraldo will make a heroic showing though, but I got Prograis. If Heraldo has a good game plan, maybe he win, but I got Prograis. Heraldo got an interesting style though, but I don't know how much his hand is healed. If his hand is healed well, because he had some good power. If his hand is healed, he could do something to Prograis, you know, provide a challenge. Oh, this shit is right here. Okay, I don't need that. Yeah, he could provide a challenge to Prograis, but I think Prograis is gonna win that one. Heraldo's he's stepping up to the plate. What he needs to see is if he can hang with the champ. He can hang with the champ, man. Go the distance with the champ and make a competitive fight. That's all that matters, you know. But yeah, we'll see. Juan Heraldo, man. All right, peoples. I'm what you need. I'm gonna get out of here. It was nice talking with you guys. Peace. I'm out.